let me backtrack because I want to give y'all, I want to get y'all engine revved up. You follow me, you know, I'm a ball of energy when it comes to wanting to tell my people about what I've done was be able to get the heck out of working for someone. You know, I don't want to be one of those you have discussion. Yo, quit your job, start investing in real estate. Your job, yep. Your job is your partner. Your job is the number one thing that funds your movement of what you're trying to do. And when you look at your job as being your partner, you will have a different respect for your job because you know this is paying your way to do what you want. So now that you have the understanding between you and your job, now you're able to say, okay, cool. Now I need to formulate this plan. And for myself, it was always this thing where I knew from the beginning that when I started working, that I said, I never forget when I went to work, I said, I'm only going to be here literally about 2 years. I'm only going to be here 2 years. There's no way I'm going to stay here. But then it turned into getting comfortable and being complacent. And that was the killer for me. That really became a killer because when I realized I started relying on that money that was coming in. And then here's another part. I start finding a way to make that money be enough money for me. If that's making sense. Like you make a certain amount of money and you say to yourself, yo, I need more money to do this thing here, but somehow you make it work. Somehow you make it work. And then that thing that you're doing, that we all did, that I did to make it work, made me become complacent with, you know what? My raise is coming around the corner, or this promotion is coming around the corner, whatever the case may be. But what you really have is, you know, I'm going to give you my story, my side. What I really had was that burning desire to do something different. And for me, my scenario was I got the job, but then I looked at it and said, this is a sense of comfort now until I do what I want to do. But what I actually did was I tied myself, I anchored myself to a boulder. I anchored myself to a boulder that gave me enough slack to make it home and make it back. To make it home and make it back. That's what it did. What made it more comfortable is that they promised me on Friday that they're going to take this shackle off for me to do what I want, but only give me enough money to come back Monday to tie me back to the shackle so I can do the same thing over and over again. And the reason why I look at it like that, because we all have this thing where we say, if I was to hit the lotto, I would leave work. Okay. Your life is the lotto. Why are you waiting to hit the lotto? Your life is the lotto. Why are you waiting to hit the lotto? What are we going to do? Right? So that was my way of looking at it. So when I would hear those analogies where you have your job and now you're in your job, you complacent with the job. And when people would ask me, what did I do? Where did I work? I would be so uncomfortable to tell them because it felt like that defined me as a person and it made me this place, which was the telephone company. It felt like it made me this place and you only knew me and respected me based on what it was, because the realization is, not for everybody, but the realization is, if you ask somebody, yo, what do you do for a living? Like, what do you do? Where do you work at? And they say, I don't have a job. What do you think about them? You know what I mean? Like, I really wish I could get some comments right now, but I'm going to hold off. What would you think about them after somebody said, I don't have a job, I'm not working? You go, you don't have a job, you're not working. How you ain't got no job? But if we just went over the analogy of how your life is the lotto, and now you need to take advantage of that to do what you want to do. Of course, we need money. Let's not be a fool, because everything I'm telling y'all about and what to do needs money. But what I'm doing is showing you value first, right? And I always use the analogy of understanding the value in things before you realize it has value. Because we look at objects, especially things that are undervalued, and we won't invest in it until it gets valued and it's too expensive, you know? So let me back up a little bit here, right? So now that I'm at this job and I realized my life was the value and what I wanted to do, was something different, but I kind of worked my way into this situation of being like, yo, I think I'm stuck. Next, it went 5 years. It went 7 years. I would take a little vacation, but we can all agree to this. We can all agree to this one thing. We can all agree to this one thing. Anytime you take a vacation, anytime you call out sick, anytime you've been gone for a month, 2 months, 3 months, disability, that one day you come back to work felt like you never left. It felt like you just left yesterday. That for me, maybe just for me, anytime it would feel like, yo, dang, how was I just off a month and now I'm back and it felt like I never left? It just was the rut. But I'm gonna really reiterate this. I'm not telling you this because I'm trying to downplay the value of the job. What I'm doing is I'm upplaying your value as being a human lotto ticket. You feel me? That's what I'm doing. I'm upplaying your value as being the human lotto ticket, the one that you always say, that we would always say sometimes. If I hit the lotto, I would quit. When in actuality, you already hit the lotto. You hit. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do with the money? The money is our time. What are we going to do with the time? Right? So now, what are we going to do with the time when something is taking away that time that we want to do something with? And that thing is the job. Right? So if you work 9 to 5, you really don't work 9 to 5. I mentioned this. You work whatever time your alarm clock goes off. My alarm clock would go off 6 o'clock. I would get back home at 6 o'clock. That means my job was 12 hours. It's not 9 to 5. It's not 8 to 4. It's whatever time you got up and whatever time you got home. That's what time you work. So now you find yourself saying, I'm going to do something different. I want to try to find a different way to make money or a different way to invest or a different way to do something. But in actuality, the job purposefully wore you out, and you would get home, you got to take care of your family, and you hit the couch, or you watch TV, or you'll have so many other things piling up. Or we would do this, and I know I was really good for this. I would really let my things pile up and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it on the weekend. Whether I be clean the house, do laundry, like all those things we did, like time management, right? And this is like, I have places that I want to take y'all, right? So understand where we're going with the time management. Time management is so important because it changes your process of thinking. The process of thinking is crucial to what I'm really trying to do. I don't want you to just say, I want to invest in real estate, because if that's all you did, I'm making you a landlord. I'm not here to make you a landlord. I'm here to make you a businessman, a businesswoman. I'm here to make you see, and to not even make you see, because you hear. I'm here to help you visualize why you becoming a walking business is a must. There's no other way. There's no other way. There's no way I would have been able to maintain properties, get this many properties, if I felt like I'm going to get me one property and think that's enough for me to leave here 7 years, 10 years early, or I have a business. If I have one property and I have to go collect the rent and do all these things, I made myself a landlord. I gave myself 2 jobs, right? And something I always say, and I share this with people, is that if someone has the power to tell you, come over here right now, something's wrong, or I'm not paying you, where you at? I need you to get over here. Or they tell you the only time I'm going to be here is from this time to this time, so you got to figure it out and get here when I'm here. That sounds like a boss. But guess who that was? That was your tenant. That was your tenant telling you, I'm not giving you no rent if you ain't going to come over here and do this. Like, really, I don't have time for this. Come over here and take care of this, and I give you the money. Matter of fact, we got to get ready to go out, and I'll be back at this time. So you meet me here when I get back here. Don't come into the apartment. I'm going to tell you, man, like those things horrify me because you just gave yourself 2 bosses. And I don't want to give you another boss. What I want to do is really give you a mind state of freedom. So if I lean on this topic really hard, it's because this is what I teach when I am teaching in courses, to unlearn and relearn. Like I don't stop unlearning you until I don't start learning you until I can unlearn. I don't try to relearn you until I can unlearn everything you thought of. Like this is so important for me to break that down, break that down, break that down. You see it differently, you know, because if you look at yourself as being someone who just get up, go to work, one day life is going to change, either based on a lotto ticket or based on someone helping you, like, no, nah, that's not how it's going to happen, right? We know that we're born by ourselves, we're going to die by ourselves, we have friends, family, everybody around us, but it's solely up to you to take the responsibility to change yourself. And, you know, I was having a conversation earlier today, and I said, are people born racist? The answer was no. I said, you know, it's something that people literally, you pick that up from somewhere. So do you think that you were born? So I guess the comment that came, what made me bring this up was someone said, well, we were just born this way. We were just born to follow. We were just born to be accustomed to doing this. We were just born. And I said, I don't believe that. I believe mentally we were programmed. And I think we were mentally programmed by either those around us who didn't know better because they was programmed. You know what I mean? Like, for example, one key figure for me was my father said something to me, right? And for those of you that probably follow me, I tend to tell a story by trying to avoid the story because it's one of those things that's always impactful to me. And it's like I have to really pace the way I tell the story. You know, so my father, back in the 70s, my father, when there would be construction jobs, just like how you would see men outside of Home Depot trying to get jobs, there would be people. My father and them would have to do that. They would literally have to stand outside to try to get construction jobs. So my dad was real strong. So he stood out by Woodhull Hospital in Brooklyn. For those that don't know, hospital being built back in the 70s. So my dad ended up getting the job to work at the Woodhull Hospital, not the job, but they got him to be a laborer at Woodhull. So he would dig ditches, dig ditches, just digging. But when he would come home every day, he would always tell me, take my boots off. Now, my mother had 10 children. He would always pick me, come take his boots off. So go in the house, take his boots off, go back out and play. Every day, none of my other brothers. But one day, my dad had got caved in a ditch. A ditch had collapsed on him from the chest down. So back in the 70s, you know, there was no unions. There was none of that. So they literally just carried him, brought him back home, sat him down, covered in dirt, you know, but still he called me in. So when he called me in to take his boots off, now I'm looking at him like, I'm taking his boots off. So he looks down and he says to me, he says, you know why I have you do this? I'm like, no. Says, because I don't want you to go through the things that I'm going through. That was powerful. And I got it, but I didn't fully get it. Like I got it. I said, wow. But he chose to give me that message. So as time went on, he would always say things like this to me. Don't pay anybody's mortgage. Own something. But we didn't own the house we lived in because of redlining, because like my father came from the South, because he didn't have a high-end education, you know, and we weren't able to get a home. But we still had a home. He paid the rent. And that stuck in my mind for ownership. He always knew the power of ownership. So the time time basis, I'm going to cut that story up because it gets real heavy, right? But that was the first implement. But the time basis of this for me is for you to figure out how to manage your time wisely. Wisely. We weren't born to be slaves to the clock. We weren't. But somehow when we get into this place where time now becomes our parent, and now we become a victim to that, we now feel like we don't have the energy to do something else because this place now dictated that you come here, you go home, and you go recharge just to come back here. That's not it. You have to find time for yourself to say, is this where I want to be? So time management. So what happened with me was I realized if I'm trying to get out of here, and this is the time I have left when I get off work and I just go do ABC, I'm never going to leave. I'm never going to leave. So that's when I said, okay, I'm going to buy me some property, got inspired, looked into some property, got my first brownstone, got paid, meaning I started collecting rent. And it's a good thing for me that I started collecting rent as a landlord because it showed me my value. It showed me that I didn't want two bosses. So now once I had this other person telling me what to do and how this was going to go, my brain switched and said, dude, how do you still continuously maintain getting this additional money, but not having someone else be your boss, and also not having someone else manage your time? How? So that's when I said, you know what? I'm going to look into buying properties out of state, because I had a mentor that someone introduced me to online, and he would always just say, yo, I got properties out of state, and I don't go there. So that really piqued my interest, and plus the price point was feasible because I had a job, and the money that I was making was enough to buy properties out of state, but not enough to buy in New York City, $800,000, $700,000. So now that my brain is going, okay, I want to do this out of state. And my mentor, which is crucial for you guys, everybody, it's crucial to have someone that has done the process. You seek knowledge from them. You ask them how. Don't think that you're in this alone, and don't try to feel like you can do it alone, because realistically, you can do it alone, but how much will it cost you to get it right? Feel me? Like, how much is it going to cost you? And all you had to do was say, excuse me, you do this. How can I do this? And one thing about people that that are investors, whether it be real estate or any other thing, they really want to share that knowledge. But they want to share that knowledge with someone who understands the value of the knowledge that they're about to get. That's the other part of it. I love sharing this. And the reason why I want to make sure I share as much as I can with you guys is because you took the initiative. You saw what I was saying and how I say it and how I deliver and my passion for things. And you said, you know what? I'm going to invest my time with him, because what he's doing is really sparking me and giving me an understanding to why I'm not satisfied with what I'm doing right now in life. And that's what I want to do. So time management is crucial. So once I realized that my time was better spent in turning myself into a business, that's when it clicked. Because remember, if you consider yourself as being someone who goes to work, waiting for the lotto, and you are not the lotto ticket itself, you're not giving yourself value. Value is created. Not giving yourself value for something that does have value, that's the worst thing you can do. You're not giving yourself value. So now I want you to change your thought process of saying, I am the lotto ticket. I am the winner. Right now, I just have to take that time and add value to it. And how are you going to add value to your time? Finding something you love to do, and now focusing on putting that in a place where if you could give them 40, you can give that thing 1. If you're giving them 40, you can give that thing 2. You can give that thing 3, 4, 5. And here's something I know 100%. I bet you if every one of you guys really said, I really don't have time. I really don't have time. There's a show, there's a radio station, there's a blog, there's a book, there's something that you given time to that you can substitute that time for to give it to something that will help you get out of the position of not liking the position you're in. It really is. Literally, 100% there's something. There's something, and let me tell you where there's times where I found these times. I found these times in my car, audiobooks. I found these times on a train. I found these times just by myself, just taking a minute to go, I don't want to watch TV because what I want to do and escape from is more serious to me. Because the more you put off doing something for the weekend, the more you realize you've programming yourself to only allow the leash to only be released for the weekend from the boulder to do the stuff that's not going to free you completely from the boulder. That's what you're doing. You must 150% dedicate that time that you have off for things that will free you from the boulder, not things that will free you up around the house. So the objective here for me is to now say continuously, your value, your worth, your worth, your worth. So now let me go more into this by how I want to have you thinking like a business. Thinking like a business is the individual who says, you know what? I want to start me a bike repair shop. I want to open up a bike repair shop, but he already knows he don't want to run the bike repair shop because he's thinking like a business. A business person is someone who says, you know what? I want to open up me a bakery, but I don't want to run the bakery. You can open up the bakery based on your what is that? The recipe. You could open your baking shop based on a recipe for bread and donuts you have, but guess what you're going to do? You're going to automate the system because you're turning it into a business. If your passion and business now become intertwined, you may have picked up a passion project and not a business. My passion isn't real estate. My passion is educating. That's my passion. Real estate is my business. My passion is doing this. See you see where I'm going? So people go, yeah, Storm is real estate. Storm own all these properties. Storm is making all this money. But how did this come to be? Because real estate allowed me to become a teacher. It allowed me to pursue that passion. So that's what it is. That's when your mind shift gears. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking anyone who wants to have the passion to do something, but find a way to turn your passion into a business. That's where it's going. Because I need you to really fully prepare for out-of-state business running properties that run themselves. You managing people, you're delegating duties, and you're really showing and performing as a CEO. Like really, you cannot be the janitor, the plumber, the waiter, the baker, and the CEO. I don't care what nobody tells you. Really, how many shows we watch? There's several. Like the restaurant shows. This one, they have this show about they want to run their business. They want to do that. They want to, you want to do that. But then restaurant disasters, all of them. But here's the trickery. Here's the trickery, right? Watch my hands. Here's the trickery. What they do to us. But those who think like a business person sees the knowledge in this, and we don't see the fall. People who watch it for entertainment see the fall. You see the rise. But guess what you're missing? You're missing that the person who came in thinking as a business person and converted it into a business. That's the secret sauce. The secret sauce wasn't the paint. The secret sauce wasn't moving the benches to the other side. The secret sauce wasn't changing the light fixtures. The secret sauce was conducting the menu prices where they knew that 1/3 of the loss from food that's being thrown away will be recouped on raising the price of a soda by 50 cents. That's what that was. Come on, y'all. I can't see you. I can't get no comments, but I'm still getting hyped. Because that's what it is. Somebody with a business plan came in there and turned it around. But now here's the problem. What they always tell them. They always tell them to find someone else in the family that can run the business because they are still looking at this with passion. That's a problem. So I can't introduce you to real estate to do this if you want to have a passion and not think of it as a business. I can't do that. I'm giving you another job, and I didn't come here to give you a job. It's not what I'm doing. Come on. You know? So the key for me here is to make sure that I do this. To make sure no matter what, I keep bringing it back to that point. So now that we did that, and we realized the secret sauce is business, business, business. This real estate is a business. It is. We all know it's a business. I'm not saying nothing new. We know real estate is a business. But now, how do we take this business and automate it in a way now this business turns into our freedom, our livelihood, our escape hatch? How do we turn this into the thing where we now look at that generation that we don't see and set them up? How do we now manifest this thing, right? So now that I got you guys, hopefully I did a good job to just get you into the frame of mind of the business real quick. Because I want to stay on that for the day, but I think I might have got my point across with how important it is, you know, especially looking at it from that point of view. So now you say, Storm, I want to get in real estate. Why you want to get in real estate? Why you want to get in real estate, right? Matter of fact, real quick. I want y'all to do this. I'm going to give you an assignment. And I like to thank those of you that answered the question, should I give assignments every day, no days, last day, first day? So I didn't want to turn this into school. You know what I mean? I just wanted to turn it like a little breakout session. We hang out. Y'all hear me talk. Y'all see if this fits. And then everybody who came to the gym to join my team says, yo, you know what? Get me a jersey, Storm, I'm in. Like that. That's what I want. Like I said, I'm Phil Jackson, this whole thing, bro. I'm taking my people to the championship. This team right here is going to be my first picture. I don't care if it's virtual. We all try to get together. This is going to be my first picture of everybody right here who doing that thing for us to win the championship. But let me get to the assignment. Not my VIP people on that side, you know, and I don't really like using that terminology because I don't like to differentiate the groups because the knowledge I'm giving is for VIP and general admission, right? The difference just is that they're in that space is able to get at me with questions quicker, and it kind of puts me in a pace where I'm not breaking up what I'm trying to do. So that first half an hour allows me to kind of set myself, break it up, and answer some questions that I'm going to be talking a lot about. But the assignment will be, what do you want to get from this 5-day? Like, what do you want to get? Different, like, I don't want to give out some advice on things because I know for me, the answers, what I'm looking for, obviously, I'm going to let you know it ain't real estate. I'm going to let you know it ain't, yeah, I just want to not work anymore. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to help you not work anymore. Because you know what that is? That's a period at the end of the sentence. I don't want to work anymore, period. I'm not here for that. I don't want to work anymore, comma. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So I need y'all to tell me what is it that you want to get from here out of these 5 days with me. And also let me know if I talk too much. Let me know if I get too heavy. Let me know what you guys think. But no, really, the assignment is what you want to get from this 5 days with me, because I'm really going to gauge those answers on how I take my steps with you. You know, how I take my steps. And now that I'm in this space where it's all about me talking for 1 hour, sheesh. I just got to talk for an hour. How? But you know what's the funny part? I think I can do it, because I found myself having so much to say. And the crazy part about it is I don't think I've ran out of different ways to tell you that you can do what I do, and I need you to do it. And I don't need you just to do it for you. I need you to do it for the ones you can't see. Like, I don't know any other way. Like, I can't find, sorry to just keep hitting the desk so much, guys. But I can't find just one way. I got a million different ways and a million different views. So now let me kind of pick it back up. Let me pick it up, right? So we went over the and trust you me, I'm just rocking with you. I'm not, like, everything is in here placed in an order where I didn't try to create one. You know, we all do that in some way, shape, or form. When you know something's coming up and you have time, you want to plan, you want to create, you want to write something out. But I've realized I got to this point where you guys kind of respect me. Hopefully that's the right word. Respect me and respect what I'm saying, because I've always just gave it to y'all without it being prepackaged. You know what I mean? I kind of just give it to you and talk to you. So real estate out of state. Why out of state? Because it's the best way to maximize your money, the best way to maximize your value. It really is. Most of the people are in expensive places. We in New York, we in LA, we in Vegas, we in Texas. And the sad part about it is that we are on the tail end of real estate. We really are. We are on the tail end of the wealth of what real estate has done for other people. And what I mean by that is pretty much plain and simple. Think about when houses were $300,000 and how many of us didn't own a $300,000 house. But now they're trying to get us to buy $1 million house. Think about how many homes people owned that we weren't allowed to own or weren't allowed to buy for 80, for 100, too. And now, yeah, you could buy them because they're 500,000. Come get them. 600,000. Come get them. 700. Come get them. $1 million. Come get them. So there's a reason when other people tend to let something go, is not because they just wanted to see you succeed and go, yeah, we want you all to buy houses and be equal. No, it's because they moved on to something else where the money's at. Buying hotels, buying land, building, doing other commodities, like other things like that. So we are on the tail end of the success of real estate, because realistically, will someone be buying a house right now for $100,000 that will turn into $1 million house? No, those days are over. Will somebody like what I did? I paid $350,000 for my brownstones, worth now $1.7 million. $2 million. That's not happening. It's not happening. Urban areas are going up, and yes, the price values are going up a little. But think about it. The rent's going up a little, but is it going to go from, is inner city, just using Detroit as an example, and all these places got to invest out of state. And the reason why I sell properties in 5 years, because it's not going to happen. I will buy a house for $100,000 in Detroit, in the inner city of Detroit. It's not, I'm going to say it with confidence. It's not going to go to 1.7 million. It's not going to go to $1 million. It's not. The people that are selling these houses now, and we're getting into real estate, is great. I love it, the fact that we can make money. But when you look at it as a business mind, you're going to go, what is the next transition? And that's what I need you to see. And that's what the mind of a business person thinks about. We think about buying properties and going, okay, what's the next thing? Finding value in things that don't have value, but will eventually have value. We all hear the stories about, everyone knows somebody who knew Bitcoin when it was $100, $500. But guess what? You didn't buy any. I bought some, but I sold it because I didn't see the value. I saw the volatility. And if I would have kept it, then what? So I know from firsthand experience. But guess what? Now look at Bitcoin now. $60,000, and we all having big conversations because it's being marketed to a lot of people like us. And we go, yo, if I could just get me one or get me a half. Why? I just did a live with one of my crypto guys. He was telling us about cryptos that he's getting now for 0.009 percentage of a penny, making $200,000. But that's not being marketed to us. You know why? Because somebody else needs to maximize the value of what that is, because they see the value in it not having value. And if it was to be marketed to us, we are still trapped in the mindset of going, it's only 9/10 of a penny. How much money could I make? When there was just a gentleman who took $8,000 and made $5.8 million. But did he look like me? He didn't look like me. So this is why, for me, the value of sharing conversation goes beyond real estate, where I shared the conversation of all Bitcoin. For those of you that missed that live, one of my partners I had on, we talked about Bitcoin. And I was telling you, look, even if you can't get into real estate right now, he's going to share with you strategies, plays, and understanding. Hopefully that will intrigue your interest to understanding why something without value will eventually have value, and you should invest in that thing. And I saw the response. It wasn't just about me talking about real estate. I wanted to transform my real estate people who were only following me for real estate into thinking like a business. There's always an underlying tone. There's always something underlying. The way that I had people to pique their interest in a trust, I had this all along in my mind, but I couldn't just tell you, go pay your money and go get you a trust because you can do A, B, C, and D, right? So my introductory to the trust had to be different. My introductory to the trust, what really gained me a little notoriety, was take your house out of your name. And when people heard that, it was like, what old boy talking about? Take your house out your name. The power of a living trust, right? Strategic, 100%. Because now you're a homeowner or thinking about being a homeowner, and there's two things going on in your brain. One is that, what cockamamie clickbait got going on that I want to find out about. Or two was, I need to be educated with what's about to happen. And now I tell you, take your house out your name, put it in a trust, because now you can make money. A word? I got my own property. I can make money off of my own property. Okay, cool. You got my attention. Cool. You can do this by us because I'm doing it. Oh, really? That's crazy. Okay, tell me more. And then I go, wait. Slow down. Put down the Kool-Aid, because this is something different here. What you're going to be able to do now is realize that the trust initially wasn't for your house. It was for me to get you to understand you don't need a will. You're not supposed to have a will, because now that you put your house in a trust, I'm talking to you about who you're leaving that house to in the trust, which is the heirs of your children. And then I give you a cascading effect of why that was so important. And then you go, oh, well, I can leave it to my kids, or I can take the money and then my great-grandkids. Yeah, hold on. Then I go, yeah, hold on. Right. No, you hold on, because I got more. Now I'm going to tell you how you take a life insurance policy. Y'all know what I don't want to even do that right now, because that's later. Right? So being that all of this is later, I want to keep you into now of why it's so important for me to transform your thinking. I'm going to tell you right now what this means. I'm erasing everything on that board of why. But I can't. How? Maybe. No. That's all done. Like, I don't feel like I'm the smartest guy in the world. I don't think I'm dumb. Don't get me wrong. But you don't have to be the smartest person to understand that when you flip a switch and unlearn something that hasn't been working for so many other people, and you now want to do something else, do something else. I'm not stuck. I'm saying that word do, because I didn't say, and you know you want to try something else. No, that was one of the words I just told you we getting rid of, right? I just told you that. We getting ready to do something else, y'all. We getting ready to become a business, man. This is what we getting ready to do. We getting ready to become a business, man. So my introductory to real estate with you is for me to show you and to grab you and go, hold on. Let's get you here. Let's get you out the job. Let's get your brain looking at how to run your business with your LLCs. And guess what? Now we're going to show how you take that business that you made this money and built this foundation, and how you're going to leave it to them that we don't see. Powerful. Something like energy needs energy to feed off. Like it needs one, that kinetic. Like you know the balls where they're all just sitting there. But that one hits that one, hit the next one, and it comes back. Like I'm throwing that energy into this space with y'all, hitting y'all. And even though it's not reflecting back, hitting me, I'm going to continuously hit the first ball. I'm going to keep hitting the first ball. Anyone who's known me, you listen to me, I'm adamant about teaching, I'm adamant about homework. And the only way this is going to stop, if you just say, yo, Storm, like you ducking being the first ball. Yo, my man, I'm out. I don't want no more. Because my goal is for us to get to know each other, for us to get to us to mingle together, us to create a circle of people that think like us. Because remember, I told a story at the Sunday we did the event, and I mentioned about the first time I wanted to go look at houses, and I took 2 people with me who couldn't see my vision. They stopped me from buying a house. You can have 100 reasons why you should do the right thing. 100 reasons, 100% on a board, running list. And on the other side, why not to do it is only one. But all it takes is that one person to come along and say, yo, I'm telling you, that one right there, I'm telling you, that one thing is going to be the downfall of everything you got. And you're going to go, yo, man, you're right. You're right. You know why? Because you didn't build the foundation on the solid ground. So what I've been doing for the last hour is building our foundation. So no matter what, nobody's going to shake you on day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. By day 5, listen, the way I'm going, by day 3, y'all probably going to be like, yo, like somebody know him? Text old boy and tell him we good. We rocking. Let's all go. Let's go to the finals right now. Like right now, we going to do this right now. But I'm going to be like, yo, hold on. You got your cute jumper. You shooting threes. We all got all our layups. But no, what I need you to do is run the team like a business. I need us to be able to look and know he's on that position. He's in that position. And see, because it's the business. It's not the fact that you're able to do this alone, because you can't and you won't. But what you will be, you'll be the one leading the play. And now you're the one that's leading the play. You're running the business. You're seeing the big picture. You're seeing how your points are going to be scored. You're seeing how you're going to run the play. Now you're seeing everything. You're not just seeing real estate. You're seeing real estate. You're seeing LLC. You're seeing trust. You're seeing transferring. You're seeing all of that happen. And now you're putting it in this pattern where now it works. That's the key. That's why when I get the questions early about LLCs and trust, and I go, see, I'm going to give you meat, but you ain't got teeth. Like, I can't. The information is valuable. But, like, what I want to do is, like, just get some baby food. Let me get you your teeth going in. We're going to massage your gums. We're going to get you right. We're going to start putting you on a little something, getting you a little workout. Right now, today, we ain't doing legs, we ain't doing chest, we doing brain. Today is all about brain. That's just all what today is. When you get out of here, guess what? You might have a headache. You might be tired of hearing me. You might be tired of hearing my voice. You might hear my voice when it's gone. You might be, you literally, there's going to be some point after this where you go, damn, I still hear him. I did my job. Now, if you're hearing me say, you're a business, I really did my job. Now, if you hear me say, you're the lotto ticket that's going to help you leave your job, I really did. I'm really doing it. I'm really doing it because I have to. Remember, I'm here on the other side of the screen talking to a screen, and I don't see y'all. I don't hear y'all. But guess what?
Hey, real quick, Storm, you don't see the comments? They showing you love, though.
Oh, I don't see no comments.
Nah. Wait, they showing you love. Wait, hold on. They showing you love.
I don't see no comments.
Feel that energy we hear. I hope you'll be able to see us live next week. We are here. We are here with you. We appreciate that, Felt.
Oh, wow.
Look, they showing you love, bro. They showing
I don't
you
know,
love.
man. Maybe I needed to sign in to Facebook or something.
Yeah,
maybe
look,
that was it.
Look, I have questions on you day 2. Look, they showing love, bro.
No doubt. I appreciate it. And tomorrow
I'm gonna get emojis. Get to renew your mind. They here with you, brother. They here.
No, because I want to see everybody's names. So I love to throw names out and talk to people, y'all. Like, really. So all right, now see how
look. They in the building, baby. They in the building. Look. Regina's in the building.
Hey, Gina, that's right. I was looking for you for that last line to bring over to this room, but we good, right? So definitely I'm gonna be checking. I'm gonna set this up right so I can see the comments. You know what I mean? But I'm inspired, and I'm always gonna be inspired.
Living. You know what I'm saying?
No bolder living.
No more hamster wheel for me. You know what I'm saying? Look. My life is the lotto. Look, they feeling you. Look, my life is the lotto. I feel you. Look,
and that's an original coming from here. So they could quote it. Everybody could quote it. But let me tell you, Your life is the lotto. That right here was created right now in this moment with us. We already creating bars. We creating hashtags. You know what? That's we hashtagging that today. We're gonna hashtag that in our room. We're gonna hashtag that on the assignment. Remember your assignment. What I need is, why are you here? What do you want to gain? Hashtag. And definitely those that follow me on Instagram, we're gonna do ask. Where is it? Instagram, where we could do I want them to do a selfie and hashtag my life is the lotto. And I want to be able to see everybody. Can I scroll that on Instagram?
Yeah. If they use if my camera on. If they use the hashtag my life is the lotto, and then once you search that hashtag, you'll be able to see it.
Yo, yeah. I need y'all to do that because I'm gonna reply. I need to see everybody. Hashtag my life is the, not DA, is the lotto. That's our hashtag for today. We'll see if we can keep it going. But it's been a pleasure, y'all. I really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, this is what I love to do. This is what I want to do. I want to take this team to the championship. I love you all. Sincerity. Lead with love. That's all I want to do, is lead with love. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, and y'all always know how I sign off. ASK, always seek knowledge. Peace.